What's going on, people? OG back on the screen. I decided, you know what, I want to start giving out some more gems. We're late in this new 2K, and for the most part, things will be very similar the next year. Of course, they're going to tone things up. So, I'm making balanced builds the proper way, like the best way to make a lot in this game. You guys can look and see the stats already. First off, you're going to go with the 217, 7'6", 6'8". Best height overall because you can get perimeter, interior, and block. When you start to go up, you can get more block, but you'll start to lack in perimeter, and there's key things. So we're going to talk about this lockdown build today, NBA 2K23, and what you need. First off, we're going to start from the bottom row. Okay? Let me move my camera because it actually is better over here. We're going to start off with the bottom row. Alright? We have a 98 when I have it maxed out. A 98 stamina. Why do we need the stamina so high in NBA 2K23? Most guards you play with have a super high ball handle. Okay? And with the super high ball handle and their high stamina, they can just go from left to right, from left to right. If you don't have the stamina in each movement you do, even when you just move a little tick on your analog stick, like, or you just moving it from left to right, moving your player, you lose stamina within this game. Your stamina bar starts to get hit, especially when you have to hold on turbo to run to catch up to them. So it's like they're eating away your stamina with their dribble moves, and it's like they have a full tank of it to be able to go left and right, left and right. And let's say you don't have a regular defender build that has these similar stats, you're going to struggle a little bit more staying with players. 2K is trying to make a balanced system, and it's like the way they're making it is black and white. It's like either the player's going to speed boost past you and you miss him and you can't catch up with him and be able to stop him. And sometimes you can, depending on how you play, but they make it too black and white. It's too like, so this is what you have to do. You have to structure your build this way. This is going to help you way more be able to run, chase them down, not get slow turnaround animations and all types of stuff. Next, we go to the vertical. We make sure that we have an 83 so we can jump up and block shots, whether that's vertical, just jump straight up to punch player shots away. Make sure we got that high vertical. Next, we go to strength. A stat that a lot of people sleep on, and people just need to stop sleeping on this stat. Why? Because when we go to the strength, hold on, where was I trying to go to? Oh yeah, here we go. When we go over to the strength, brick wall is a crazy badge, and people got to stop sleeping on this. This is going to help you against rim runners if players run in the paint, because 9 times out of 10, you have that strength to bump them up and stop them. It's just like if a small guard try to run into a big man. Same type of time, right? Increases the effectiveness of screens. Is tough to back down in the post and drains energy from opponents on physical contact. So that's the best part I like about this. The drains energy from opponents on physical contact. So when players are trying to come, let's say for instance, you start making that contact with them, like within the post, right? Let's say you start making that contact with them right within the post, like right before they're doing their limitless takeoff. The brick wall badge just does something different. It does. Even when you're setting a screen, you're slowing a player down, you're making them tired, you're hurting them. When you post them up, that brick wall is hitting them and their energy is draining. So it's all types of things you can do to be very creative with this badge. And just when players are trying to post you up, a big man's trying to post you up, that brick wall is draining him down. Okay, so it's a very useful badge. Like, it makes you stronger on the court. You want to use this. You see we got 29 badges, right? Then we have the 77 acceleration so we can speed around. We are at 6'8 height, so that's the best you can get. That's good enough. Because we have an 80 speed. The 80 speed is going to help you move faster off ball and etc. off on defense. So don't just look at it for like, oh, I'm trying to this is a lock build. This is like a true pure lock build. Now, of course, this is 23, so we can stretch it and make our build a little bit better. I feel like 24, they're going to have it very, very similar. Just tone things down a little bit. They're probably going to nerf certain things. But the stats-wise, probably be the same, because a lot of people like how you can make these creative builds and place your points where you want to place them. The defense gets beautiful. We're going to talk about this. 80, look, this double 80. You can board up with a double 80. It feels good to board up with a double 80 if you know how to move around. You're going to be able to get offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. Okay? Then you have a 93 block. Look at this. Gold anchor on a 6'8". 93 block. You have that gold anchor right there. It don't get no better than that. You really know how to use anchor, you're going to get way more blocks and stops and you know what. Still 95, and it's in a tier 2 spot. It don't get no. You can get tier 1 like with 6'9" and shit, but it don't get no better than this. And I think you only can get silver at that point. No, I think you could. It depends on what you do with the wingspan. We have gold glove. 95 still. 6'8". This is beautiful. Lockdown. This is beautiful. Okay? And then we add the physicals together with this. Here's where it gets even better. 90 perimeter defense. 90 interior defense. Okay? Now, look at this. You're going to have the Minnesota Hall of Fame. You're going to have the pick dodger if you want to use that, if you need to use that. I don't really use that and can go crazy because there's other badges. You have ankle braces just for the guards who do have a lot of high ball handling, and then they do get you with certain stun moves. You got ankle braces right there. Post lockdown for the big men that try to come in the paint and bully you. It's right there. Easy. So it's all bounced around. And you see we get clamps up here too. All bounced around. You have 29 badge points. You're going to be able to play around with all these badges right here. All of them. And go crazy and do crazy stuff with them. Crazy combinations, and people are going to be scared of you on this court. Interceptor on gold tier 2. You're going to go crazy, right? The interior defense. We made sure to have interior because interior helps you get more blocks, more stops. It just makes your defense better within when you're guarding players in the post and all that. So this is why we have it like this. Now, here's what we get here. You guys can change this around and play with this stat if you want to. But speed with ball is not too much needed like that. You don't need that like that. That stat is not something that's needed, especially when you're a pure lockdown. Not needed. You're going to be giving up the ball most of the time. The ball handling, just in case you want to make a little bit of plays or do something at times if it's needed. This is why I have the 66 here, so you can at least do something with it, because the ball control will help you. This is why they still, at least, you see you get the ankle breaker badge. Certain badges, right? You'll see that. They still have them here. Mismatch expert. You're going to be able to do a little something with it, but just defensive purposes on this type of build, right? And then it's a throw-off build. It's 6'8", so you don't even look that tall. You don't look like you can't do anything, but with the strength, the vertical, the interior, all this shit is you're gonna surprise people and scare them. Trust me. I'm all for placebo builds, meaning players looking at you like, oh, he can't do anything. Like, nah, that's he not a big guy. He not 7 foot, but you really have these crazy stats like 90 interior. You don't see too many people rocking 90 interior on 6'8s with a 90 steal, 95 steal, and a 93 block, and then this rebounding. Like, you're going to be all crazy in the paint. With the perimeter, you're going to be bumping players. Like, and y'all going to see, we're going to get more. I got more gems for y'all on this build. Like, literally, if you can try this, like I said, I already had somebody trying a 99 stamina build. He said he already started feeling the difference, right? For the shooting aspect, the 2K. But we're going to keep trying. I'm telling y'all, try what I'm telling y'all, and y'all see how it works out. And then come back. You know, you can bless me later. Pass accuracy 71, so you can still be able to pass and do what you got to do. Needle threader in the tier 2 spot, so you're going to be able to pass, all right? We're not worried about that. Here's why I make the build good, just for the players. Like, man, you still have something to you. 80 3-ball, just so you can still shoot, and a 70. So you can shoot midi and you can shoot 3-pointer. Of course, your 3-pointer is better, and we're going to go with that 3-pointer because that's just more favorite. You get it tier 2. That's easy, Agent 3, tier 2. Then you see you have other badge, green machine, you can add to it. You get blinders, you get catch and shoot. Right? Good to go. Amp silver, that's balanced. You're locked down. You're really out. You're really supposed to just really be shooting catch and shoot shots, and you can still do dribble real quick, one move, pull up, easy. Here's when we get to the finishing, and this is where we make the build very solid. 80 close shot, because you're going to be getting certain passes where your team just, oh, put it up, and you got to just body him. You got back down Punisher. You already have the brick wall badge. Come on, you're a body in the paint. 67 driving layup, because you're not going to be doing too much layup. I know people favor this stat more. The driving dunk, and we have limitless takeoff on gold. I know people favor this way more, okay? So, yes, I did that favor for you guys. Imagine core patterns on this build. This build will be disgusting. So, I did this favor for you guys, right? Made sure to make this build have the limitless takeoff. Then what else did I do? We made sure to make this build have the standing dunk at an 80. And you get rise up in tier 1. It's just too balanced around as a lock. You're going to be able to step out, spray, shoot. You're going to be able to do a standing dunk, get up, pull off stuff people are not going to expect. Just from that 6'8 height. Maybe once you get to 6'9, because, you know, it's like a little cap out and then 6'10. But this is really a throw-off build. I really like this build a lot. We're going to finish it off and show you guys the takeovers that you need to run on this build. Perimeter badge drop first. Why do I say this? When you're guarding somebody on the perimeter as a lock, their limitless takeoff is going to slow down. all their badges is going to just drop, okay? And it's going to make it harder for them to get what they really want to get off. You still have those good guards who have a lot of their stats really high in those certain areas, but just being able to bring them down a notch is going to do so much more for you. Then you have the gold anchor, you got the strength, you got the vertical, you have the high block and the high interior. It's just going to add on top of that. You slow him down on the perimeter, let him get into the paint he thinks is sweet. Then you have stuff blocks. So if you have accelerator on, you go for double take, and then you want to just shut somebody out the game, that's it. You're taking a player out of the game. You're going to be able to get some crazy blocks, maybe some crazy chase downs for your teammates to help them out if they need it, and you run to the the other player. Just all around. But this is just a beautiful lock build. Probably one of the best lock builds you're going to see in the game. It's really prioritized to a lock. We really made sure to say high physicals, high defensive stats. You see the players we get, Jason Tatum, that's crazy. What? Like, we got no ball handling. Like, they need to fix this little thing, but cool. Two-way inside-out scorer all around. Best lock. Like, I'm loving this build. We look at the stats again. When you just look at it and you click on it and you look at it, it's like, it's just beautiful. Like, look at that. Look at when you see the defense. Like, he's a monster in the defense end. Yes, sir. Then he has that high stamina. He's keeping up. He's chasing you around. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
What's up, Daddy?
Go in the room.